Get that weed and I'm backing it up. Keep a 30, you know it be tough.
What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video, guys. And as you could tell by the thumbnail, and title, and the biography or description, and the thumbnail, and then like, as you can tell, right? Listen, we have a question that's like, it's regularly asked in the community. Is Beavo misunderstood? Now listen, guys, this is a very important topic that we need to talk on. Is he misunderstood? And what you have to understand is some key components, which I'm going to get into on this video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, share this around. Share this around. You know what I mean? Just, I have someone in my ear right now, guys. He likes skate parks, alright? But it's besides the point, Is Beavo misunderstood? So I'm gonna turn my microphone down because I have a headset. Let's skip to the part. Is Beavo misunderstood? Let's look at the key components of his of his life. He doesn't chew. I know the main reason he doesn't chew, guys. I know the full reason. I know the fucking full reason. I know the full reason, yeah, just listen to me carefully, guys. I promise you, I'll get into it. I'll get into it now. Why doesn't he chew? No, why is he misunderstood, yeah? Because he's just, everyone thinks he's like a little act on TikTok. But that's like the shit he does. He has no choice, you know what I mean? This is the truth behind Beavo. Is Beavo misunderstood? Yes, he is, guys. Because a couple years ago, me and Beavo were going out one time. So this was before he used to do the no chew. You know what I mean? So back in 2018 and shit, we were just chilling. We were at the skate park with my friend. I was with my friend Isaac. We're at the skate park. And my friend, he used to be... look, it's not funny, but he used to be... he used to do drugs, you know what I mean? So me and my friend Isaac, we were and we were Beavo that time. And see, my friend Isaac, he was into the snow, he was into the cocoa powder, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So one time one time he was high, alright, guys. I'm just gonna admit it, he was high. And Beavo was like, let me get a line real quick. He asked for a line. So my mate Isaac was like, he was like, you know what? Why not? I went to go get a drink because I wasn't trying to indulge in that. It's whatever though. My boy Beavo, my boy Isaac, they because I went to the park because there's a park next to the skate park. And I went to the park. So what I did at the park, I don't know what I did. This is when I used to vape. It's not good. I didn't get a hit of the vape. You know what I mean? I couldn't call anyone. But yeah, I couldn't get my phone call. But besides the point, Beavo got bashed, alright? I'm just going to get straight to the point. Isaac and Beavo got bashed at the skate park. And they were high off it, you know what I mean? So this person in my ear, right, in the party on PlayStation 5, is just getting in the way. But that's besides the point, guys. I was, I'm going to admit it. They got bashed badly, so Beavo got stomped on his neck. So, that's why he can't chew. I mean, he got his jaw broken. And he has the acrotics bone in his, left tooth, the left side of his teeth. It's a bit snapped, and it's not repairable. So that's why he doesn't chew, guys. It hurts. But the real question is, what did Beavo do? So this was in 2018. It was 2020, alright? So is Beavo misunderstood? Yeah, he is. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. In 2020, COVID-19 was crazy, guys. I'm gonna be honest. COVID-19 was going crazy. No one did schoolwork. We never did our schoolwork. You know what I mean? Never did schoolwork. We just shot blanks all day. I'm talking guns though. We're not talking about that gooner shit. We just used to play Fortnite and Roblox all day. You know what I mean? Year 6 or year 7, I had a friend named Lucas Peluso, guys. That's my boy. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy though. I remember one time I walked into the building and that shit, I walked in late, right? This guy, he farted. It smelled like shit. And it stunk the whole way out. You know what I mean? And then, that's besides the point. Is Beavo misunderstood, guys? That's what everyone wants to hear. Now, I told you that was around 2018. That was before COVID-19 was in play. See, I remember back in COVID-19, I used to go on bike rides around my area, which I low-key miss it because that was before, everything got, that's before, the world just, you know what I mean? It just, like that's when everything was simple. Now, this is what you gotta understand. When you get a girlfriend, you gotta balance it, you know what I mean? If you're watching this and you're not in a relationship, man, I have a friend named Lucas. He hasn't had a girlfriend before, and look, it ruins him. I have a friend named Isaac, the one that's at the skate park. I remember he was so heartbroken. He was just posting Batman on his story. And he was just posting Outlast Trials on his story, man. Like, what you have to understand when you... so look, guys, that's besides the point, though. When you have a relationship, this is some advice. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to have to take my mic off because they're saying some pretty vague things. But when you're in a relationship, there's a lot of components. But one that stands out is trust. You got to have trust in your relationship, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't have trust in your relationship, there's nothing. You see, look, guys, I'm going to admit it. All right? Beavo and me, we're kind of like TikTok celebrities, we're like, look, we're famous, so I'm going to have to, tell yous anyways. But, man, I don't trust any girls. You want to know why? Because I was with a girl once. I'm not going to list names, but people know. If you know, you know. Look, I'm not going to blame her. Keep her away from me, but I'm not going to blame her. But listen, she was a lot. I'm not even going to get into it. I don't want to get into it, but listen, in a relationship, you need trust and you need self-respect as well, guys. But you also, man, I remember back in COVID-19, I was just playing games all day, wishing I had a girlfriend. And then one day, you just pop out with a girlfriend out of nowhere. Man, I low-key regret that shit. Hey, I remember one time back when... Wait, hold up. There's an ad. Alright. I remember one time, it was like, I used to play Xbox, you know what I mean? I spent 100... Yeah, I can hear you. I did spend $100 gift card on Xbox. Now, back to the relationship, man. I'm going to tell you this right now. You need to have trust and you need to love your girl, man. I remember, man, there was this one girl I used to talk to. I'm going to be so honest with you. She knows who she is. I'm going to be so honest. Can you stop playing? All right, listen. I have to take my mic off for this because it's getting deep. There's this one girl I talked to. And man, I texted her. I'm going to be honest. This is last year, we chat here and there we catch up, man. But we used to talk all the time, man, like every single day. And she was in a different state, and I was in a different state. And listen, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was the most connection I ever felt. So now that I look back at all my, I look back at everything, that's the most connection I've ever felt. Is Beavo misunderstood? I don't think he's felt this way before. But yes, man, this video is ending. I gotta replay that video, guys. Hold up. Now, listen, I had to redo that video, but listen. This is the thing about, when... This is the bad thing. Me and her talked for so long. I'm gonna be... And listen, she's doing good in life. Quite frankly, better than me. And when you put yourself in that situation, talking to a person like that, you see, with me, bro, I'm dropped out of school. Listen, look, I make 6 figures a year. I have to admit that, but I did drop out of school. I make 100,000 a week, so it makes sense. But like, that's in the future though, because my fortune teller told me I paid $200. He told me I was gonna make that. That's besides the point. Man, this girl, I'm gonna be honest with you, she does so good in life, and she just does it with ease. And she just, man, even just her style, just her personality, just her is just different. And man, it's like we talked for so long. I don't know everything about her, but I know a lot of things about her. But then you got to throw in the fact that we can't just talk again, because it's like, what do we talk about? And I don't know, man, I'm just yapping right now, but it's just, I know too much. No. I know her a lot, but I can't just be like, hey, you trying to call, hey, you trying to go out, because that would be weird. So, as much as it sucks, as much as I don't want it to, man, hopefully something happens, like, hopefully one day we text, and then, it sparks again, like, trying to play a game, like, and then we talk, we call. That's besides the point, guys. Is Beavo misunderstood? So that, she was perfect. I'm gonna be so honest, she was perfect. You know what I mean? And then I'd look back, cause she blocked the fuck out of me ages ago. Yeah, she blocked the fuck out of me, and then, it was just, I just realized she just deserved way better back then. I'm gonna be so honest. That's besides the point, guys. Listen, I'm gonna be dropping a video soon, another video on just explaining where I've been. I know it's like I come out with an upload out of nowhere. I know you've all been worrying. Thank you. But listen, where have I been? Shit, I'll make a video right now. I'll record it tonight for you guys. But shit, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Is Beavo misunderstood? This is the truth. We were at the skate park. I walked off to the park. My phone was dead. Couldn't make no calls. Man, they got jumped. Poor Beavo broke his acrylics bone in his jaw, his left jaw. Man, he can't chew no anymore. He's just, bro, I feel bad for him. But yeah, me and Beavo used to be close. He took my bitch. It is what it is. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to record where I have been soon, guys. Don't worry, alright? I'll see you in the next one.
That weed and I'm bagging it up. For 30, you know I be tough.